All right, baby, I'm ready.
Okay. Yesterday we was fell
You
asleep.
gotta speak up.
Yesterday when you were gone, I fell asleep on the couch.
Yesterday, when?
When you was gone, I had fell asleep on the couch. That's when he came to me on the couch. Um,
Who came to you?
your grandpa.
Okay, how you know it's my grandpa?
I'm about to tell you. When I went into the. Okay, first I gotta ask you this. On your grandpa and your grandma on the farm,
Yes.
on that farm, did they have something like one of them old fashioned swings in the back?
No, I don't think so. We had a clothesline in the back.
Oh, that's what it is then. I guess she used to go out there and do the clothes.
Yeah, she
And
used to always go out there and do the clothes.
but
We used to hang our clothes up because
but did
this is
she
before dryers. A lot of people used to hang their clothes.
but did she used to make lemonade like have something to drink while she was out there? Oh, you don't know?
I don't remember. I was a child. But my
Oh,
grandma did used to do that type of stuff. She used to make
lemon. But see,
lemonade. She used to
yeah.
make Kool-Aid.
Okay, well
My
that's what I'm
grandma
missing.
made a lot of stuff from scratch.
Okay,
She made
I
preserves. She made cakes from scratch. I mean, she cooked from scratch. You gotta understand, my grandma is older.
okay. Well, when I came into my spirit world, that's what I seen. But I seen like the lines, but I seen a chair. And beside the chair, he was sitting in a chair, but beside the chair was like a glass of lemonade. And when he seen me, he said, "Nettie." And I said, "No, I'm not Nettie." He said, "Oh, hi, Shay." And I said, "Hello." And I said, "Well, who are you? Are you here to send me a message for somebody?" I said, "Because I know you crossed over because I see the beam around you." He said, "You pick up fast." I said, "Well, I'm trying to learn. This is something new to me." He said, um, he said, "I want you to tell Nettie I miss her lemonade."
Okay,
I said,
that's it.
"No, babe." He said, "I want you to tell Nettie I miss her lemonade." I said, "Well, who is Nettie?" He said,
That's my grandma.
"Nettie." I think he said Nettie Gracie.
Yeah,
Nettie, yeah, Nettie Grace Coleman.
yeah.
I said, "So, who are you?" He said, "I'm Aaron Coleman." He said, "I'm Damon's granddad."
That's what he called me, Devon.
Mm,
Damn.
I
Okay.
said,
Well, that's my name. I mean, that's really my name. It's just that they call me Damon. They don't even call me Demon.
but he
They
probably
pronounce it a little bit different,
different, yeah.
but
So,
it's okay.
but and he said, "Well, would you come with me?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he got to crying, and then that's when he stopped talking to me. And I said, "Well, what's the matter? Why are you crying?" So that's when he took my hand and he took me to the house. Like it was like not like actually walking. It was like we were just in another part. Like we didn't have to walk nowhere. Like he
Right,
took my hand and we were just there at the doorstep of the house.
right.
So he opened the door and he kept doing like he just stopped talking to me. He just kept sitting doing
Could you
like
see the stairs?
yeah. He just kept
Were they stone or wooden?
um no they was wooden. So I went in the house, which I was scared to go in the house because lately it's been just coming in this house. So he
Right.
just kept saying,
Yeah, because the first spirits you met was in this house. But now that they know you can, I don't know. I don't understand.
so I
I
went
don't
in the
want
house
to tell
and we
you.
stood there for a minute and he grabbed my hand, my arm. Yeah, he grabbed my hand and then like when you when you go up the steps, when you like right, cause it's like a side of a house. It's not like the front of a house. It's like on the side of a house. So you go up the
I know the house you're talking about. That's my grandma's house, but the steps are not wooden. They stone.
where
You
they
you
always
you had
stone.
to the best of my knowledge.
Mm.
I think that, but you know what? I ain't even positive that they stone. I just think they are.
Oh, so he took me up the steps and then there's the door. So we went in. Like it's the side door like to a kitchen, and then
Yeah. Well, see, it's a car porch. You ever heard of a car porch?
yeah, but I don't understand what that is.
That means on the side of a house is the driveway, but the roof from the
Oh,
house extends
oh,
over the
oh,
driveway.
driveway. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, it's your grandma's house.
Yeah, I know it's my grandma's house. I know, because you told me about the back and you said it was a farm. I mean, I understand. I mean, when you start describing these houses, girl, you describe the house we live in, you describe my grandma's house. I know these houses.
So when we went in, uh, like I said, it's the kitchen, but it's like a little doorway. I'm guessing, I'm thinking that's is well, it is. It's like a little, not like a doorway. You know how like when we go down this hall and then it's a path right. I mean, like to get into the living room, but in the living room, it's a. I guess she loved pictures. Or,
Yeah, she kept her living room together.
yeah,
We
but
wasn't
it
allowed to
wasn't.
play in the living
Yeah,
room.
I could see, but it was no. The living room was nice, but
Yeah, it is
she
nice. It's
loved
very
pictures,
nice.
and there was
It's
pictures
nice furniture
everywhere.
and everything.
So he took me to the pictures, and that's when he picked up the first picture, and he kept pointing to it, and I said, "Who is that?" And he kept saying, "Nettie, Nettie." I
Hmm.
said, "This is Nettie Coleman that you want me to tell?" He shook his head. Like by then he's only telling me so many words, so he shook his head. I said, "So what do you want me to tell you?" And he took the picture and he put it to his heart, and he got to crying. And I said, "Oh, why are you crying?" I said, "Is this someone that you want me to send a message to?" He shook his head, yeah.
They probably,
I said, "What do you want me to?" I said, "I can't understand you if you're crying." I said, I don't know what you want me to tell her." So he took the picture off again. He kept saying, "Nettie, Nettie." So then I asked, I said, "What is this Nettie house?" And he said, "Yes." He
hmm.
said, he did like that. He was like, "Nettie and my," basically telling me it was both of their
Yeah,
houses.
it was. They gave it away. Don't neither one of them live in it no more, and that's probably why he can't find her.
So I said,
Tell him grandma at Brenda house.
"Brenda."
Yeah, that's his daughter. He'll know.
Oh, but that might have been the other picture because he did mention Brenda. So he put that picture back. Then there was a picture of a little girl sitting outside on like the ground, and she had her little hair and like some pigtails. And he said Brenda.
Yeah.
So I said, "I don't know Brenda," but he pointed to
Right.
Brenda, then he pointed to Nettie. But
Hmm.
I didn't understand what that meant. But now since he's probably telling me that's their child, but he didn't. He stopped talking to me like I said. So then he pointed. He got the picture. Uh, you your grandma was holding you, I guess, in her lap, and then he was standing behind y'all in the picture.
I
And
got that picture.
do you?
Yeah,
And
he's uh huh.
he's what?
He's standing up.
Yeah, he's
She's
standing up,
sitting
sitting
down.
down, and you in her lap.
Right, and I'm in her
Yeah,
lap.
that's the picture that maybe he pointed out the picture to let me know that to
Right.
because I think they give me stuff
Uh
to
huh.
make sure that y'all know that I'm not lying or
Yeah, I
he
think
could,
so too. I mean, proof.
yeah. So he pointed to
What did he want you to tell grandma?
he wanted me to tell her that he loves her and miss her. I think he is trying to find her because when I went back later on last night, he brought me back to that same house, that same picture. But he just cries. He said, the second time when I seen him last night, he said, "I just miss her so much, and I want her to know that I'm fine wherever she's at." I said, "Well, can't you see her?" And he was like,
No, he said grandpa was tapping on the picture, and he
"Yep,
started crying.
yeah." He was tapping on the picture, and
Hold on, Murray.
I asked him, "Was that Nettie?" And he shook his head, yeah. And he took the picture, and he took the picture to his heart, and he started crying. And I asked him, "What do you want me to tell her?" And he paused. He didn't say nothing for like 2, 3 seconds, and then he said, "I want you to tell her that I love her and I miss her. I have always loved her." And then he took the picture down, and I asked, "Is this Nettie house?" And he pointed to the picture again and pointed to himself over and over. And I said, was this y'all house?" And he shook his head, yes. And then he put the picture down, and then he pointed to another picture, which was a little girl, and he said, "Brenda." And he put the picture back down. Then he went to the picture of you sitting in your grandma's lap, and he was standing up in the picture behind you two. And he grabbed that picture, and he got to crying again. And I said, "Well, why are you crying now?" And he just shook his head, and he just cried and cried. But he was smiling while he was crying. And he pointed to the little boy in the picture, which is you, and he cried. And then he pointed to Nettie. And I said, "Well, what do you want me to tell them?" And then he pointed back to you, I guess letting me know the message was for you now. And he said, "God has a plan for him, if he let God use him, he had spared him so many times. And he put the picture back down. Then we was going back down the hallway to go, I guess, to get out the house. And I said, "Is that all you want me to tell them?" And he said, "Yes." And he went back to the chair and he sat down in the chair. And he just sat there and was smiling.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.